So it's that time of year. Crunchyroll Anime Awards has begun. And as somebody who was responsible for putting certain anime up to vote, as, you know, one of the more prolific voices in the anime community, it's my turn to vote on them. So I'm live with an audience right now, and I want to see exactly how the anime community is feeling about certain anime and what they deserve. So with no further ado, let's get directly into casting our vote for what should win what in the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. But before we get into all that today, I want to talk to you about a brand new sponsor to the page, Isekai Slow Life. Listen, we've all wished while watching an isekai to be transported into our own fantastical world. And Isekai Slow Life wants to give you the closest experience you're gonna get to that. Isekai Slow Life is a mobile game available on iOS and Android that has you transported into an isekai world as an adorable little walking mushroom. And in this new world, you manage a small town while meeting and engaging with a litany of young ladies, both beautiful and bizarre. And you get to explore the unknown lands of Isekai Slow Life with them as you wander at your leisure and enjoy a quiet life. But if that isn't enough for you, Isekai Slow Life is also currently doing a collaboration with That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, bringing new storylines, characters, gameplay, gift packs, and achievements. I get to add characters from one of my favorite isekais of all time to my list of beloved family members. See, because in this game, the characters you come across are classified as either family members or fellow members. You can give specific costumes or even date, as long as you don't date my favorite character, Mia. The rest are open. Just stay away from Mia. Listen, I got a thing for pharaohs. I don't know what you want from me. It's deep, it's ancestral. I don't know how to explain it. But there's so much more to do in this game than just explore unknown lands. There's fishing, school, magic farms, blacksmith shops, and so much more. There is a treasure trove of simulation gameplay to immerse you into this world. So what are you waiting for? Download Isekai Slow Life today using the link in my description or the QR code on screen right now. Who would have thunk being turned into a little walking mushroom was so nice. So it's time to get started here, baby. Crunchyroll Awards are right around the corner. I'm pretty sure Danny's gonna be hosting this year, guys. You didn't hear that from me? You didn't hear that from me? I think Danny's gonna be hosting. Megan Thee Stallion was there last year. If you can get her for the pod, we're set. Let's get to casting here. We got a lot of votes to get into. If I remember correctly from all of the other years I've done this, it's a lot of categories here. So we got Anime of the Year, Film of the Year, Best Continuing Series, Best New Series, Best Original Anime. I watched Licorice Recoil finally about a year late. Best Animation, Best Character Design. Ooh, I hope Windbreaker's up for that. Best Director. Give me JJK Season 2 Director. I don't know their name. Best Background Art. That's new. That is new. I don't know why anybody would want to vote on that. Best Romance, Best Comedy, Best Action. These are all covered up by my face now. Best Isekai, Best Drama, Best Slice of Life, Best Main Character, Best Supporting Character, Must Protect at All Cost Character, Best Anime Song, Best Score, Best Opening Sequence, Best Ending Sequence, Best Voice Acted Performance, English and Japanese. Oh, wow. Most years they have, like, when they're doing the Crunchyroll Awards, like, Best Voice Acting Performance, English, Japanese, Spanish, Swahili. It's just English and Japanese this year. That's interesting. So we're gonna save Anime of the Year to the end, you know, because that's how videos work here. Yeah, let's start with this, and then we'll keep it going. We'll end with Anime of the Year. So for Film of the Year, so we have the Haikyuu The Dumpster Battle, which is a canon continuation of the Haikyuu after they ended in the anime. I thought it was pretty good. Did not get the hype I think it deserved, but that's because Haikyuu's been gone for years. Look back, I haven't seen. Mononoke was awesome. Dude, Mononoke was really good. I did not know Science Saru made the colors within. I haven't seen it. I went to go see Spy Family White with Dorothy. We had the entire theater to ourselves. It was me and Dorothy, entire theater to ourselves. It was fine. It was like 3 episodes of Spy Family kind of all slapped together. There was like a Wolfenstein boss that Yor has to battle against. That's kind of cool. I think Yor Next from My Hero Academia was probably I think it's probably the worst My Hero movie. If it's not the worst, it's the second worst. I think these 3 are just more of the anime you're watching. I thought Mononoke actually did a really good job. Of differentiating itself from the masses, making a unique story. I thought it was gorgeous. I thought the score was fantastic. I thought Mononoke deserved more love. I thought it was a really fresh take. So I'm going to give it to Mononoke. Best Continuing Series. Oh, now this is where it gets contentious. I'll tell you what it's not right now. It's not MHA Season 7. MHA Season 7 was good. Spy Family Season 2 was okay. The Hashira training arc being up there is fucking egregious. But Episode 8 is the only good, legitimate, standalone episode. I mean, like, One Piece always wins this. One Piece always wins this. Season 2 of Oshinoko was really good. Like, really, really good, but if we're being real, it's the third core of Bleach. Like, the third core of Bleach, I think, is better than anything else here. I think it's the best core of TYBW. Shunsui's entire battle was absolutely incredible. His Bankai release, the animation is absolutely fantastic. Studio Parrot has been crushing it. So yeah, no, I'm giving that one to Bleach. Best new series. This is loaded. This is, can we all take a second? Can we take a second here and look at the fact that last year, 2024, we got Dandadan, Kaiju number 8, Delicious in Dungeon, Solo Leveling, Frieren, and Apothecary Diaries. All of these first seasons are incredible. It's not Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling's first season is good. Its second season is better. If I'm being real with myself, it's Delicious in Dungeon and Frieren, and it's Frieren. Like, Delicious in Dungeon is awesome. I just think the 28 episodes of Frieren are a legitimate masterpiece. Best new season for me is going to be Frieren. I'm so excited for season 2 to come around. Best original anime. Metallic Rouge was awful. Ninja Kamui, one of the most impressive first 5 or 6 episodes that I've ever seen. The choreography, take a shot with me. I'm doing things here. I haven't seen Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night. I haven't seen Train to the End of the World. I have seen Buchiguri. It's okay. Girl bands cry. Slaps. It hits you directly where my Bochi the Rock sized heart, like hole in my heart is. Toei snapped with Girl Bands Cry. This is a cute girls do cute things, which as I've gotten older, I've realized, oh, as I phase out shonen, I phase in cute girls do cute things, apparently. I need more happiness in my life, apparently. I don't think this was a good year for original anime. I thought Licorice Recoil was probably a lot better. One of the better original anime we've had in years, but this was fun. This was fun. It's better than everything else. A lot of these started out strong, ended weak. Man. Okay, best animation. Once again, it's not Demon Slayer. That last episode is some of the most gorgeously animated stuff I've ever seen, but I can't use one episode. If I use one episode, put Blue Lock up here. Frieren's consistently gorgeous. It's bright. I don't know if these are all the anime that I would choose. I would want Wisteria Wand and Sword up here, honestly. I think Wisteria Wand and Sword has as good an argument for being the best animated thing of last year as anything. Solo Leveling's up there. For me, looks really good. It does, but there's times where you can tell like it's like a little choppier. Kaiju number 8, I hated the character design, so I'm not going to go, like, I get that falls into character design, but Kaiju number 8 looked good, but not as good as a lot of the other things on this list. It's either Frieren, Delicious in Dungeon, or Solo Leveling. I think Delicious in Dungeon had to pull off a lot less than Solo Leveling did, and a lot less than Frieren did, like Frieren versus her clone, all of that incredible. I'm going to go Solo Leveling here. I think it deserves its roses. We're not going to vote. We didn't vote for it for best new series. I think it does deserve a couple of wins this year. I think season 1 was awesome. And Jinwoo versus Igris and a lot of the other fights were like genuinely awe-inspiring. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to go with Soul Leveling there. Best character design. Now this is where it gets interesting, right? So I think like either Frieren or Delicious in Dungeon get a leg up simply on account of the fact that they're in a high fantasy universe, right? So like you can have elves, dwarves, you can have kobolds, you can have all these kinds of things. Apothecary Diaries is cool, but it's just based off, like, I like Mao Mao's design, I like the Eunuch's design, but it's just based off like Chinese antiquity, right? Demon Slayer has cool character design, but like nobody new shows up. Best character design for me is between these three. It's between Dandadan, Frieren, and Delicious in Dungeon. Kaiju number 8's got cool character design, but like not even necessarily really. Like, I think I'm leaning more towards Dandadan just because I'm taking character design beyond. Character design is beyond just our main cast, right? Like we're talking about a lot of the yokai and the aliens that they end up dealing with. And I think the character design is just so unique and fresh in Dandadan. Everyone has really cool, like modern hip clothing. So I think Dandadan is going to take my vote here because these two I feel like are heavily weighed simply by the fact that they're high fantasy. All right, best director. Megami Shitani made the One Piece fan letter. Shit. The One Piece fan letter was awesome. Once again, it's not Demon Slayer. I'm sorry for the Demon Slayer fans. It's not getting anything from me. Delicious in Dungeon has a wildly impressive directive vision. So does Frieren. Like a lot of the reason that those are so incredibly good is because the directors give life to these manga in such a way that like you would never anticipate. I think the Dandadan director also did a fantastic job. Man, hold up. Dandadan episode 7. So a lot of people don't know, if you're anime only with Dandadan, that episode 7 where we get Acro Silky's backstory, it's not very different from the manga, but there is a couple of key changes that are made in that episode that make a weighty scene even more gut-wrenching. A lot of really cool directorial additions made from the manga to adapt, and I do think Like Fuji Yamashiro does deserve his flowers on that. That being said, One Piece fan letter was awesome. It's one of my favorite things I've watched in years, and a lot of it had to do with the directorial vision. So I'm gonna go with One Piece fan letter. I think that's a fair pick. I think One Piece deserves its flowers here. That was awesome. It was one of the freshest things we've gotten from One Piece in years. Best background art. That's Freyrin. That's easy. That's the easiest pick of my entire life. Oh, Pluto's another good pick though. Pluto not being up for best new anime or best original anime. Pluto's an original anime. Pluto's a Japanese 8-episode original net animation. Pluto isn't up. Wait, no, the anime series Pluto is not an original anime. It's an adaptation of the manga series Pluto by Naoki Oyasara. Okay, gotcha. Ooh. This is one where I let you guys choose. Because boy, oh boy, have I seen none of these. My bias is just become so incredibly pertinent. It's ridiculous. I've heard Blue Locks is good. I watched the first episode of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, and I was like, I don't need any more of this. I've seen Scott Pilgrim itself once. It's fun. I'm not like one of those weird Scott Pilgrim heads. So I was like, I don't need the anime version of this. I want to give it to Ranma 1/2, just because it's a remake of an anime that I have seen. I wouldn't identify Ranma as a it's more like about karate than it is about romance. But Blue Box, I'm getting a lot of Blue Boxes here. A Sign of Affection. For me, it's between Blue Box and A Sign of Affection by the look of it. Sign of Affection, Blue Box. I'm gonna flip my LED clicker here, right? All right, so black is Blue Box, white is Sign of Affection. Do we wanna catch it and flip it? Let's catch it and flip it. Black is Blue Box. All right, Blue Box wins. All right, best comedy. This is where I come in. This is where I do my work, guys. Delicious in Dungeon is funny. Boy, oh boy, would I not call it a comedy. My Dear Friend Nokotan was fun. Shika Noko Kaistan Tan. Catchy OP. I only watched like 5 episodes of this and I got like deeply sick of it. Ranma 1/2, once again, I haven't seen. Mashal, this is a good season. Not its funniest season. I would say this is actually its most serious season. Spy Family's funny, but let's be real, guys. It's Konosuba. It's Konosuba. Like anytime a Konosuba season comes out, it's winning comedy of the year. At least in my book. It's, to me, the funniest anime ever made. Best action. All right. This is going to be contentious. I'm willing to admit this is going to be contentious. A lot of you are going to yell at me and say Solo Leveling. I get that. It's the most popular anime in existence right now. Windbreaker should be up there. Once again, not Demon Slayer. Windbreaker should be up there. This is some of the best choreography, like hand-to-hand choreography I've ever seen outside of Naruto. Kaiju number 8's fun. It's a great action. Danza Dan's also fun, great action. But I would say that these two are more shonen coded than they are action coded, right? Like there's a lot of like through lines being built here, redemption, all of that. Solo Leveling. If we're being real, the first couple of episodes are more of a build-up for Jinwoo getting the system and all that, him like forming into shape. We'd be dumb not to choose Bleach, right? We'd be absolutely insane not to choose Bleach. Every single episode had what I could only assume to be a $500,000 fight. I mean, every core of TYBW has been fantastic. This is the best one. Packed with the most fights, has the most importance. We saw Squad Zero fight against, the right-hand men of Yahaba, whose name I'm kind of like the left hand and the right hand and the heart of all of the Soul King, all that kind of stuff. TYBW Core 3, best action by a long shot. Best Isekai anime. All right, guys. Once again, people are going to be upset with me here because noted non-isekai enjoyer, at least anymore. I've heard Shangri-La Frontier Season 2 is great. My editor Stank yells at me every single day because I dropped Shangri-La Frontier 10 episodes in. I got bored. I didn't care about watching him train with a bunny. Mashuka Tensei, I refuse to watch. We know that. There's beef here. There's long existing beats. ReZero Season 3 was absolutely incredible. This sucked. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, Season 3 was awful. I think it's only up there because of name value. This was 10 episodes of politicking. 10 episodes of sitting at a desk and conversating. And I got yelled at because I said that. Because everyone was like, oh, you don't like world building? Show me. Don't explain the world building to me. Show me. Through action. For me, it's between Konosuba and ReZero. I have a soft spot in my heart for Konosuba, but Konosuba Season 3, if we're being real, is probably its worst season. ReZero Season 3, on the other hand, might be its best season. I'm going with ReZero on this. It's a fun show. the scale is truly starting to ramp up. Season 2 is horrific. Like, it's such a shame that this great season is hid behind season 2 of ReZero, which is a nightmare. But yeah, season 3 was fantastic. They're fighting gods and stuff. So how could you say no? All right, so season 3 of ReZero. Best drama, Oshinoko. I'm sorry, it's locked. Oh, Freyrin and Apothecary Diaries are in there? Oh, did I like Apothecary Diaries more or season 2 of Oshinoko? Listen, guys, Freyrin is also great, but I don't really consider it a drama. I think Freyrin is better than season 2 of Oshinoko, and I think it's better than Apothecary Diaries. And I understand it's dramatic. I understand it is a highly dialogue-driven anime. But to me, it's not a drama. These two, Apothecary Diaries and Oshinoko 2, to me, those are drama. I'm going to go with Apothecary Diaries here. Oshinoko season 2 is great, like a 9.2, 9.3. Probably better than season 1, for being real. It's fantastic. I love it. The opening was fantastic. Everything about it is great. I love Apothecary Diaries. I love Apothecary Diaries. And episode 23/24, as a man from a not-so-father-filled home, made me cry like a baby. So Apothecary Diaries has a special place in my heart, and I'm voting for it. I think that's the only time I voted for it this entire time, too. So I think it deserves it. Best slice of life. I've only seen My Dear Friend Nokotan. God, my biases are beating me over the head here. All right, once again, guys. Once again, who are we taking here? Laid Back Camp Season 3. What in the hell is this? Is this a cute girls do cute thing? Is this just girls camping? They got 3 seasons of girls camping? Is that what's going on here? May Keen, too many losing heroines? Is this just all Mr. Villain's Day Off? This looks funny. I watched none of these. Yeah, I'm right there with you, brother. The danger's in my heart. I've seen art for this. Nokotan, the only one I've seen. Nokotan is the only one I've seen. I've seen 6 episodes of this. I've watched none of this. I love Apothecary. Sound Euphonium 3. I'm getting a lot of sounds here. I think I'm going with sound. This is the 3rd season of it. It's just band. It's just like when they go to band camp. Best main character. Ooh, Momo is the main. That's crazy to me. Oh, Okarun and Momo. I was like, if you guys had to choose, only can choose one, who's the main character of Dandadan? In the same way, like, oh, who's the main character of Hunter x Hunter, right? Is it Gon or is it Killua? Who's the main character of Dandadan? Personally, I'm choosing Okarun. Mao Mao is best MC. I actually kind of like. I'm gonna be real. I kind of like Mao Mao as best MC, if we're being real. Okarun's fun. Freyrin is the best MC. Okarun is the MC. Oh, man. It's not Jinwoo. Jinwoo's cool. I like Jinwoo. He's the best power fantasy MC of all time. He is the most relatable. He is the most lovable. He is a power fantasy MC whose entire background is that he throws his life on the line constantly trying to heal his sick mother. That's awesome. That is so rare in the power fantasy like genre. Usually just like incel wet dreams. I love Freyrin, but if we're being real, I think Freyrin is kind of carried by her cast. I think like if there wasn't Stark, if there wasn't Fern, if there wasn't their priest, I don't think Freyrin would get to shine. Momo, Okarun, they're both great. I think they deserve like a tied second place here. Probably Okarun gets second place. For me, it's Mao Mao. Mao Mao is Stark's mid. That's fair. If you're gonna say one character in Freyrin is mid, it's Stark. I think for me, it's Mao Mao. I love Mao Mao. She carries the entire show. She's lovable. She's relatable. She is the light of the entire show. So she's a genius. Okay, this is where we start to have some fun, actually. So, best supporting character. It's not Turbo Granny. I love Turbo Granny. Turbo Granny is just, a cone from Bleach. That's it. Like, just a gag that exists on the edge here. Jinshi is the eunuch. He's a really good side character. Himmel as a supporting character is interesting, considering the fact that he dies in, episode 2? If you're going to say any, Fern would be the supporting character that I would say. It's got to be Senshi, right? Are we just saying it's Himmel because, Freyrin's in love? I love Himmel. He dies in episode 2, guys. I get that he's always coming back. I get that he's always coming back in flashbacks, but he does die in episode 2. It's gotta be Senshi. Senshi is the main character of Delicious in Dungeon. The main character of Delicious in Dungeon. The only reason any of those idiots make it anywhere close to getting that sister back is because of Senshi. He carries this cast. Listen, there's 3 people I understand here. It's not Psycho. Granny Psycho is literally the Gojo of the universe. She's separated constantly because she's too powerful. I think Senshi has the biggest role in his own story. He's beloved by everyone. He's the only character in Delicious in Dungeon they thirst trap. Must protect at all cost characters. Frieren being there is crazy. She's 1,000. She's 1,000 years old. I get that she's small. I get that she's not a big woman, but she's 1,000 years old. It's usually children. Okarun is a child. I want to protect him. Tokiyuki Hojo, I didn't think we were going to see anything from the elusive samurai on account of the fact that it was just objectively fine. Tokiyuki Hojo is a must protect at all cost characters. Senshi being there is also incredible. It's Anya. Stop playing. I mean, is it Anya, guys? I feel like voting for Anya is like hoping that like I hope Steph Curry wins another championship. It's the Anya Award. It is, guys, but that's not our fault. It's not our fault that they made the cutest little 5-year-old of all time to exist in a horribly graphic and violent universe. Boji. That's it. That was disrespectful to Boji. It's a two-man race between Anya and Senshi. Two-man race between Anya and Senshi. And I feel weird voting for a man with a full beard. So we'll give it to Anya. We'll give it to Anya, but Senshi should be protected. Best anime song. That's so funny that it's two Creepy Nut songs. Shout out to Creepy Nut. Dude, they're having a year. It's not Abyss. Abyss is good, but it was weird to me that it was in English. Here's a question for you guys. Which is the better Creepy Nut song? Shout out to Creepy Nuts. They also just dropped another song that's blowing up. They are like absolutely Fatal. Listen, does Fatal clear? You're so right. Fatal is so good. It's so good. Oshinoko, I think they understand that they are an anime about like theater and music. Fatal is great. That's the thing. I remember it being good. I don't remember Fatal. I remember Otsanoke. That's how I'm swaying. I'm sorry. That's what I'm doing. Best score. You know what needs to be up here? You know what needs to be up on best score? Windbreaker. Windbreaker's score is bitching. Also, the fact that the Devil May Cry anime opens with the Limp Bizkit. What is the name of the song? Whatever. The OP being Limp Bizkit is 1, so classically Devil May Cry, and 2, incredible. Best score though, I'm gonna have to say, man, probably Bleach. Bleach's OST is just a legend. Like it's on a 9 championship run. Just like, are you ready for some action? It's that or Frieren. Frieren has a beautiful score, an absolutely beautiful score. It's like wind instruments and like string instruments. It's, you know what that is? It is Frieren. It's either Frieren or Bleach. It's so different, right? Because Frieren's score does such a good job of building this feeling of fantasy, this feeling of fleeting whimsy, of like an eternalness, while Bleach is just a straight up action one. Like Bleach is just straight up, oh, we're gonna get you hyped on this fight. I'm gonna go with Bleach just because the OST is all time. It's all time. Best opening sequence. Now, this is where we get into it. This is where this gets contentious, right? This is just OP. Like this is more about like, I understand this. Everyone's gonna be like, oh, this is just best anime song. No, we're also talking about like the actual animation that we're showing off in the OP. For me, that's Fatal. Fatal's OP combined with the song and the visuals of it. Like I just love how Oshinoko is animated. I gotta go with Fatal here. I gotta go with Oshinoko. The OP is fantastic. Like I love this entire season. I love the 3D theater, all that. Yeah, so I'm going with Fatal there. It deserves some flowers. Best ending sequence. Now, this is what separates the men from the boys, because a lot of you guys skip this. And boy, oh boy, am I currently not remembering. Man, is it Nobody? This ending pissed a lot of people off. I kind of almost want to vote for Nobody on account of the fact that all of the episodes for Kaiju number 8 felt 4 minutes too short. And so every time the ending came around, I was watching it with my girlfriend, Dorothy. Every time the ending came around, she was just like, I don't want this. I don't want this ending right now, but it was still really good. I mean, it's in English. I think it's done by like the 30 Seconds to Summer or something like that, or like the Fallout Boys, something like that. Request is goated. Request was good. I kind of want it to be Nobody. Kakamura style is fine. This is a fun EP. Tairara, this pales in comparison to Otsanoke. It's objectively, this is the that one's stupid. It's just Turbo Granny blowing their ears backwards. It's between these 3 for me. I'm gonna go with Nobody just because it was stuck in my mind. It was stuck in my brain for months. Best voice actor performance, Japanese. Aoyuki, so that's Mao Mao. I have watched like all of my anime in English this year. What on God's green earth is this? I watched every single one of these anime in English. All of these anime came out with English. Well, I watched Apothecary Diaries months after it came out. So that was English. Frieren came out in English simultaneously. Dandadan came out in English simultaneously. This is a Netflix one, so it came out with English simultaneously. Listen, if we're doing gay Gundam robot, well, fuck, now I want to watch it. Now I want to watch it. Gay Gundam robots, those are my 3 favorite things. I'm gonna go with Aoyuki. Just because I love Mao Mao and I'm uninformed in this. I'm going to be real. Because all of these came out with English simultaneously. And listen, dub's so good. Dub's so good nowadays, guys. Dub is so good. Momo is so good. I actually think I've seen 1 episode of Momo. Momo's English. Like, what's crazy, if I had to do a best voice acting performance for anybody in English, I think Momo is up there. I think Frieren is up there. I think Marcel is up there. Marcel's English voice actress is so talented. She does such a good job conveying the disgust. And then I think Okarun's voice actor is also wildly talented. So this would be like the 5 I would want for English. I'm going to give this one to Aoyuki because that's a cool name. And I think I know her. Like, not know her, but I know of her work. It's got to be Alex Lee. Shit, it's got to be Alex Lee, right? It's got to be Alex Lee. Senji's great, but like let's be real. Let's be real for a second. Alex Lee is one of the most talented English voice actors to come out in years, dog. In years. He's so good. He does such a good job conveying the anger and the guttural nature of Jinwoo. Alex Lee breathes life into the dub. Before I move on, though, all 3 of these people deserve their flowers. Mallory Roddick does a great job with Frieren. AJ Beckles does a fantastic job with Okarun, but it's Alex Lee. It's Alex Lee. If he doesn't win, I'd be astonished if he doesn't end up winning. Our final category here, ladies and gentlemen. Anime of the year. What are our 6? Dandadan, Kaiju number 8, Solo Leveling, Delicious in Dungeon, The Apothecary Diaries, and Frieren. Apothecary Diaries, was this not new anime? Was this not the exact same? Hold on, I'm sorry. All right, so Dandadan, Kaiju number 8, Delicious in Dungeon, Solo Leveling, Frieren, The Apothecary Diaries. Is that not the exact same thing as all of the new ones? Best new series. It is the exact same thing as the new anime. That's sick. To me, when everybody gets pessimistic about the anime world, I do it sometimes. This is the kind of thing you should direct them to, because this is awesome. The fact that these are all new anime and they're all in contention for anime of the year is awesome. Soul Leveling is fantastic. I think it's the best pure action shonen anime out there right now. I think if you're looking for power fantasy, if you're looking for great fights, that's the show. There's no argument. JJK is maybe the only thing that could possibly bang with the heavyweight that is Soul Leveling right now. Kaiju number 8, to me, falls into categorization of like A-, B+. I say Kaiju number 8, Hell's Paradise, Sakamoto Days, they all kind of fall into that category. I love them. I'm going to watch them. They're good. But they're not, to me, they're never going to reach that highest point, that Soul Leveling, that Frieren, that JJK, that even Delicious in Dungeon are able to reach, for me at least. I don't think Delicious in Dungeon has the reach that Kaiju number 8 had. I know it doesn't, but I think Delicious in Dungeon is better than Kaiju number 8. I think it's always going to be better. Dandadan, to me, is that in between, right? So there's Soul Leveling, JJK, Frieren, all up here, A+. And then down here in that A- is Kaiju number 8, Sakamoto Days, Hell's Paradise. Great, as good as it gets. MHA nowadays, A-, B+. Dandadan is an A. I don't think Dandadan has the capacity to get to that level of JJK, to get to that level of Soul Leveling, but it's great. It's really good. The Apothecary Diaries, to me, fantastic, not anime of the year. It just loses too many people. I love it, but I have to think about like wide, broad appeal. For me, that's not the Apothecary Diaries. It's these 3. And I think, unfortunately, Delicious in Dungeon also kind of falls into the categorization of doesn't have enough of that wide appeal. I think it's a 2-horse race between Soul Leveling and Frieren. And that is a tough conversation because on one hand, you have what I consider to be one of the most beautiful stories ever crafted in Frieren and one of the most pure action anime of all time in Solo Leveling. Like, they are diametrically opposed in terms of different sectors of anime that they appeal to. But I think Frieren is more impressive, personally. Soul Leveling is great, but it's not super difficult. Obviously, writing any successful anime or manga is super difficult. But to me, it's less difficult to write a convincing power fantasy manhwa, anime, manga than it is to write the story that Frieren is. Soul Leveling is just a story of a guy getting stronger. Frieren is a story about a woman grasping the concept of her own immortality and the mortality around them. So to me, I think there's deeper, more complex, more difficult to dive into tones, stories, and just kind of general themes being built out in Frieren than there is in Solo Leveling. And for that, I have to go with Frieren for anime of the year. It's also, mind you, I began this episode saying that I'm one of the people that Crunchyroll reached out to, and they're like, hey, what anime should we have like put up for contention here in terms of like, oh, people can vote on these anime to be the best anime kind of thing. And Frieren was my number one spot. That hasn't changed over the last couple of months. I still love it. It's fantastic. To me, it's one of the best anime I've ever made, at least one of the best first seasons of anime ever made. Frieren, to me, is it. And with that, that is all of our votes, guys. I mean, yes, you can come back every single day. So keep voting your favorites by voting daily. You can resubmit your ballot in one click each day after 12 a.m. PT up until April 14th. So I could hypothetically vote 3 more times. I'm not going to. That sounds like a lot of work. It sounds like an insane amount of work. Delicious in Dungeon. If you're going to say any other anime deserved it. Delicious in Dungeon. Outside of Solo Leveling or Frieren, those 3 are in a tight race. But yeah, it sounds like a ridiculous amount of work. An insane amount of work, and I'm not going to do it. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. I got an appointment of a Modelo and some Spike Ball coming up. And you know how important my Modelo and Spike Ball hours are to me. So it's Friday. Everyone go out there, crush this weekend. I love you all so much. Play some video games, see your friends, touch the grass, maybe, like that temporarily, just for a second or two. And go vote for Anime of the Year and make sure that it's Frieren because, you know, it deserves it. That or Soul Leveling or Delicious in Dungeon. Honestly, if any of those 3 win, I'd be very happy. But I love you guys so much. I will see you guys when you see my face in another video. Hopefully gonna do some more streams like this. I think I'm gonna do a catch up on this anime season right here next time. I want to talk to you guys about what we're watching, what we're loving kind of thing. I just want to know leading into the season here because I think this is probably the most packed anime season we've had in years.